Welcome to the new PE building. Today is, let everybody remind me, I believe, November the 21st. It is a Thursday. It is the Western Oregon Lady Wolves starting their home campaign here for the 2024-25 season. And they are led by their second-year head coach, Jessica Petros. And they are introducing the starting lineups. We will get you to that, but they are taking on the Bearcats from Willamette. About a 20-minute drive in downtown Salem. This is the 38th meeting between these two clubs. And to put it mildly, Western Oregon and the Wolves have dominated the series 32-5, including not losing to these Bearcats. I dare not repeat this one more time tonight, as I will jinx everything. They've not lost to Willamette since 2006. In their maroon and gold trimmed jersey, their coaching staff is Peg Swadner, head coach of the women's basketball team. They'll have Peyton Gardner at one guard, Caitlin Ema, Daisy Boiling-Schmidt. That's a three-guard lineup, a junior, and a freshman. Going with Gio Horner at another guard, and holding it down the middle will be Elise Waldall. And it is the Lady Wolves taking the opening tip, 2-1 on the season, and it is Petrojetti with the early three, and her hot shooting continues. In game one this season, what did she go out and do? Number 10, she only scored 34 points, the most points scored by a player on this club in over 20 plus years. Bearcats are already down 3. Again, the Wolves, not a particularly good three-point shooting team on the season, but getting their first one on a great possession, ball movement, and an assist. But Petrojetti with the 3. Now against the shot clock, now straightaway 3, and look at that. Tit for tat, there it is, a three-pointer by the Bearcats by number 11, Caitlin Emai. Santa Cruz, California, went to Scott Valley High School. A minute gone here in the first quarter. On Woo TV, Petrojetti with the early 3 will kick it out, and the Wolves, starting from deep, are now 1 of 2 looking for the loose ball. Wolves can't get it, Bearcats control. And let's get you set with everybody here on the Wolves team as we will get our first stoppage of time. Offensive foul called on the Bearcats. At one guard, 5'11" junior will be Salma Youngblood wearing number 4. Bella Petrojetti, 5'10" senior from Medford, Oregon, one of the members that was on this team a year ago. It will be Selai Newell at forward. Petrojetti, her second three-point attempt is good, and she has all 6 points for the Wolves. Enid, got to get all these names all getting out. They just, try to go too fast. We'll get it all going here in a moment. Vera Fanu, number 13 on the defense. Three-pointer missed, board controlled by the Bearcats. Nice drop pass, and it'll be an easy bucket for the Bearcats as they'll draw within 1 point. Boiling-Schmidt with the easy putback. Our first substitutions will come in for Coach Petros at the next dead ball. Ten seconds on the shot clock. And the Wolves now looking for a screen set, nothing there. Petrojetti will be out in the corner waiting for it, but the 5-second call will go against the Wolves, and they will be assessed the turnover as Vaifanua. Actually, they're going to get hands on right there, and they're going to reset the shot clock to 20. Coming out of the game, New and Youngblood. Wells and Tao now into the game for the first time. And the Wolves are really in rhythm from deep. It's a long 2 for Vaifanua, gets the 2-pointer as her foot was on the line, but hot shooting from the Wolves from distance. One of the things you're going to notice, and so far the Bearcats have really been coached well on this, is the 3-pointers up for the Bearcats, and we have our second tie of the game. Actually, our third tie, 0-0, 3-3, now 8-8. Almost 3 minutes gone. But one of the things about this Wolves team, so impressive in their 2-1 start, is their differential on the the defensive boards and boards overall. They're going to call the offensive foul on Tao. She is a freshman, 6-foot freshman from Reno, Nevada. But they out-rebound their opponents by 9.7, or basically round up clearly by 10. Man-to-man defense by Coach Petros and the Wolves. They will communicate well. And again, reaching out. You see Bowling Schmidt, and she is the leading rebounder on this team. And I mean, they have got 5-6 players averaging over 5 rebounds as the Wolves will get the turnover behind the back. Great action. Now steps, now drops the pass. Easy bucket in transition. What poise coming from Enid Vaifanua. Number 13 already showing great court leadership. General on the court playing point guard. Takes the turnover and gets the assist. Wolves now out in front by 2. That should have been a walk, but they don't get it. Picked up the dribble. Now again working against the shot clock. Willamette struggling. Only down by 2, could tie it up here with the left-hander, but again, it's an air ball. Wolves will control. Vaifanua head up and going down the left side, and they're not stopping her. She drops the pass down. Tao gets it, and that's 2 easy buckets with 2 easy assists. And you can't be happier right now about the distribution and the unselfishness of this Lady Wolves team out to a 4-point lead. 4 minutes expired here in the first quarter. Bearcats settle for the jumper. It's off. They have a couple of 3-pointers and an easy bucket down low. They'll hand it off to Wells, and Wells will now distribute into the front court. Vaifanua now for 3, and they are feeling it right now. Bounces in and out. Now looking for the loose ball. I think it's going to, oh wow. Great hustle from the Wolves. Tao gets it down to Wells gets it down to Tao, but the turnover will come, and it will be a reach-in foul on the freshman, Tao. I believe it'll be her second. Maya Sanders checks in for Willamette and the Bearcats. Vaifanua goes to the bench, but what a fun first quarter for the point guard. A 3-pointer and a couple of assists, maybe even 3. We'll get live stats up here in just a moment. Great hesitation dribble. And right now what we're seeing from Milicai Tao is just a wonderful presence in the middle. Loves to seal off her player and makes a wonderful target. She'll come out of the game, but very easy for her to get her shot low on the block. Coach Petros and I had a wonderful talk before the game as well with DJ Marlowe, the assistant coach, about how well this team needs to communicate. They need to be very talkative. Late foul going to be called on the Wolves as Bella Petrogetti looks over at Coach Petros, wants to get some instruction as we've just passed the 5-minute mark here. 4:55 remaining here in the first quarter, and the Wolves are on top 12-8 in this half exhibition, half game that counts for the Wolves here on Woo TV. Unfortunately, the Wolves went on the road to Ellensburg last weekend. Tough defensive battle, lost 13-3. Their season over, but man, sure a lot to look forward to next fall in season 14. But we turn our eyes to the hardwood. Gotta love the hot shooting from the Wolves. 5 of 7 to start this game, and all 5 baskets coming on assists. Bowling Schmidt will be called for her first personal. Free throw line for the Bearcats, and a very kind bounce for number 14, Bowling Schmidt at the free throw line. Natalie Brown, number 14 for the Wolves. Hey, exhibition preseason for me. Conference play again, just right around the corner. Can't believe next week will be Thanksgiving. Wolves on top. 12-10 after a pair of free throws by the Bearcats. Brown has it, cross-court pass. Youngblood thinks shot, goes up, left hand, sweet shot, misses it. But the Bearcats again now have the ball in transition. Don't have the numbers, but trying to force the action. They'll pull it back out, and it will be a long possession again for Willamette, as they have really taken their time early on in this game. Mostly, you can attest that to the Wolves' great defense as they're getting through screens and calling things out. Again, under 10, Youngblood, long with the hands and arms out front. Off the dribble drive, could be a jump ball, but they are going to call the foul on the Wolves. Maya India Thomas just checked into the game for the Wolves. She'll be assessed a foul. Petrojetti will go to the bench after playing 5 minutes and 55 seconds. Her first 2 shots, she pulls from deep and has 6 points, including the opening 3 to start this game. Caitlin Imai at the free throw line, and she misses the front end of a pair of free throws. Fifanua back in for the Wolves. Second free throw is up, and it is good. It's a 1-point game. Wolves are scorching hot from behind the line. 2 of 3 to start, both by Petrojetti. Brown, dribble drive, left hand, kicks it out in the corner. Thomas has it. She had somebody down low, but Fifanua will drive, and the foul will be called on the Bearcats on the dribble drive. Maya Sanders, about a minute into the game, picks up a quick foul. Third team foul for the Bearcats. Inbound goes to Thomas. Brown seals off her opponent down low, goes up left hand, blocked by the Bearcats, but picked up by Youngblood. Great second effort. Selma Youngblood going in and doing the dirty work, cleaning up the boards. Deep 3, off, and Brown goes and gets another rebound. Seems like she has a nose for it. Not according to her coach, is that she actually just likes to get the ball. 3-point lead on the easy bucket from Youngblood on the previous possession. She sets the pick for Fifanua. She goes up, uses her body control, and number 13 scores another bucket. Make that 4 points and 2 assists early on in this game. Largest lead now for the Wolves at 5. Good screen set by the Bearcats, going down to Bowling Schmidt. She has to kick it back out. Long 3 again. In and out. Bearcats can't buy a bucket right now. And the Wolves taking over this game in possession. And the number of easy shots they're getting. Thomas in transition, rhythm shot, up and misses it. Could have been a push in the back, but the Bearcats control the defensive boards. 2-on-1, and now 3-on-1. Great pass off to the left side. And in transition, the Bearcats score, and they cut it down to 3. Sanders with the score. Easy. Fill in the lanes. Youngblood, little push off, gets away with it. They'll start the offense back over again. Walls has it. Fifanua has been instant energy, and again reaching in. Could be Bowling Schmidt getting called for the foul here. Petrojetti will be coming back in, along with Tao, and it looks like we will see number 12, New back in. Brown, Thomas, and Youngblood go. I love it, the substitution. Keep the fresh legs out there. Only a 3-point lead, but again, I love where the Wolves' offense is right now. Really wants to get down below the free throw line and look for easy places for their big people to get the score. Right now, they're taking full advantage of it. Little step back jumper in rhythm. Beautiful shot by Tao. 5-point lead again at 18-13, under 2 minutes here in the opening quarter. Again, Willamette has not fared well at all in this series. Only 5 wins, their last back in 2006. Petrojetti back into the game after a short break. Jumper from the Bearcats. They bury it. And they're hanging around, doing a great job. Scrappy little bunch right now, and I really like their attention to detail about getting the boards. They have really sealed off offensive rebounds from the Wolves, but the Wolves have been shooting so well as Petrojetti forced all the way across. Left-handed three is no good. Looks like we're going to get a hold here potentially on Willamette, but no, they'll point the other way, and the foul will go against the Wolves.
Wolves number 0, Mila Sarai Tao, her first, third team foul.
Mila Sarai Tao will pick up her first. Peyton Gardner coming in as well as Addie Heiler for Willamette, trailing by 3. Both teams shooting pretty darn good. Bearcats actually at 50% here in the first quarter. Have kept it close with defensive rebounds and good. But again, now you're just seeing what the defense can do here for Coach Petros, as they have stolen the ball multiple times around the back, up with the left hand, looking for the bounce, can't get it, trying to keep the loose ball. Wolves will retain possession. And I'll tell you who's showing off some amazing skills in the open court. 5'7" freshman from Tacoma, Washington, and Lincoln High School, Siona Wells. Wow. Really has that point forward mentality, long arms, disrupts the play, goes in and gets an easy bucket opportunity. But now it is all about Mila Sarai Tao. Mila Sarai Tao has just been a force to be reckoned with. Third 5-point lead for the Wolves, heading towards 40 seconds. Free throw line extended, now out in front, top of the key. Picking up the dribble, the Bearcats can't be there. Could be a 5-second call or 3 seconds. Now down to 5 seconds on the shot clock, one-on-one. Nice step back, but it is nothing there, and a defensive board for the Bearcats. Losing control of it. Kind of helter-skelter right now, and it will be the Bearcats coming out with it. The Wolves turn the ball over, have been sloppy at times here in the first. Tough foul there. It will be called on Tao. It will be her second, and probably one that she didn't need to pick up. She'd already cut off the angle, but she'll give 2 shot attempts now to the Bearcats, see if they can close this lead down to 3 here as we are in the closing moments of quarter number 1. Tao out and Brown back in. Maya Sanders in for her second stint for Willamette. Loving right now hearing assistant coach DJ Marlowe talk to Tao, and he basically said, look, you had the angle, all you had to do is put your hand up. Imai misses another free throw. One of 2 for Imai. Right now, the Wolves will get the last shot. They get to Petrojetti. Can she end the quarter the way she started? She'll dump it down to Brown. She'll end it with an assist. It started with Bella Petrojetti, and it will be finishing off by number 14, Natalie Brown, and it will be a 6-point lead, 22-16. Wolves on top of the Bearcats here on Woo TV. You got to go out and do a recruit. Well, I have to admit, I finally need reading glasses. So much easier for me to actually read some of the important information that you would probably want in a game that is a 6-point game, and that was the largest lead, as it was Brown scoring the bucket at the end of the quarter. Most importantly, what I see here, Wu turns the ball over 7 times, but they get 10 of their points, 10 of the 22 in the paint. And the Bearcats turn the ball over 3 times. And now we're gonna try to start with an easy bucket. Bowling Schmidt can't control that defensive rebound, and it will be the Wolves trying to grow the lead here, starting off up by 6. Teams. Caitlin Imai whistled for the foul, her first foul.
At the line for the Wolves is
Thomas gets the first free throw to roll in. Second free throw is off, and the Bearcats control it. Great screen from Bowling Schmidt. Imai steps in rhythm, gets a bucket for the visitors of Willamette, and they draw within 5. Enid Baifanua gets it out to Brown. Brown goes up and has a nice little spot there. Free throw line extended on the left side. A sweet spot for number 14 and the Wolves, now in front by 7. Thomas playing good one-on-one D. She thought she caught the foul. She just realized she got herself faked out. Gio Homer with the bucket. Petrojetti with the drive on the right, misses it. Thomas offensive rebound. The lefty Wells for 3, in and out. Thomas gets another second chance effort. A third opportunity for the Wolves here. The drop pass down to Brown with the left hand, and an easy bucket for the forward. Wolves now out in front by 7 once again. About 2 minutes gone. Great matchup between Imai and Enid Baifanua. Thomas is not hesitating at all shooting the ball. Willamette with another defensive rebound, trying to crawl back in one step at a time, but Siona Wells, again, with her great arm length, again, the wingspan, something to really watch for, and they love watching her in transition, as she really has an eye for the cutters in this Wolves offense so far today. Looking for the switch here on the screens coming on the out-of-bounds play. Nice double team gonna be there. Petrojetti keeps her hands up, but somehow Willamette comes out a little bit tougher and gets the easy bucket. Youngblood coming back in for the Wolves on the next dead ball. Baifanua, a wonderful first quarter for number 13 in her debut here at the new PE building here on Woo TV. Brown again tries to take on half of the Willamette defense, but it is a turnover almost with Brown on the right baseline. Hits the side of the board, and the Bearcats now trying to get in transition. Picked up by Wells, transition 3, missed by the Bearcats. And a nice rebound from Enid Baifanua. On the right side, she is looking to see what the offense wants to do to get in motion. Petrojetti again for 3. Again, very interesting. Willamette is keeping this rebound thing really in check. And if the Wolves aren't getting good shots, they are cleaning up on the boards. If they're not, the Wolves are shooting a very high percentage. Thomas out on defense on the far side. Down low, Wells matching up. Again, I don't know how many pivot feet you get, but no walk call. Brown comes up with another rebound. Brown in her first 2 games, I believe, had double-doubles. And again, great transition from Siona Wells, turns the corner and gets the easy layup. And again, Wolves out in front of 7 points. Haven't been able to go past that yet. Nice cut there. Brown picks up on the defense. And now it is Baifanua with her head up. She gets a nice transition pass. Petrojetti, stop and pop. It's out, but she follows up her own shot, and she gets the easy bucket. And that'll be a timeout being called by Willamette. 31-22. I believe this will become a media timeout. Wolves on top by 9 here on Woo TV. Well, the numbers do tell the story. What's happening? The Wolves are actually dominating the glass. It is a 16-9 advantage. Actually, rather impressive, if you ask me. Right now, it has been the defensive rebounding so far of the Wolves that has kept this thing in check. And the Wolves have done a little bit to keep this game from getting out of hand by not taking care of the ball well enough, heading towards double-digit turnovers here in the first half. Vaifanua kind of in a mismatch. Sealed off, goes up strong, and wonderful spin put on by Emma Floyd. And it will get Willamette and the Bearcats back within 7. Best plus minus in the game is handling the ball right now in Enid. She's gonna go up strong, look at that. I mean, great control. She's been down amongst Vaifanua has been amongst the trees multiple times. Deep three. Great response from Emma Floyd. Big bucket down low, and then the three, and then a little bit of miscommunication. And the turnover thing is really becoming kind of humorous right now. The assist to turnover ratio is well on its way to be 1-to-1, and that is not what you want as a team, as the Wolves lead by 6 right now, and I think it could be a heck of a lot more. Start taking care of the basketball. They have found easy ways to get the ball down low. The points in the paint. Again, Floyd going right back at it, and that is 8 straight points. Lead goes to 9, and it is a wonderful little run that has drawn the Bearcats within a single possession. Petrojetti right about the place she started the game with the 3. She looks for Youngblood on the right side. She'll face up, triple threat position. She gets her defender down. Youngblood goes up, misses it, gets the offensive rebound, then she's blocked. But the second chance points come in the form of number 12. New with the putback. There's a feisty little bunch out here in the Wolves right now, but I think that they decide that they want to have this game be very much one-decided. All they're going to have to do is continue to not turn the ball over and move the ball, because they are getting open shot after open shot. Vaifanua will get whistled for her first foul in transition. At the free throw line, Peyton Gardner. Gardner 0 for 3 in the game, her first free throw attempts. Sweet looking shot right there. Team now 5 of 7, 1 of 1 for Gardner, looking for 2 for 2 on this trip. And it's a 3-point game again. Looked really nice there at 31-22. Little 10-4 run here from the Bearcats as we've gone under the 4-minute mark here. Left in the second quarter, an offensive foul is going to be called on the Wolves, and they have really gotten discombobulated. Milai Sarai Tao has got 3 fouls, and 2 of them pretty much on the unnecessary side. Peyton Gardner now running the action for Willamette. She turns the corner on Thomas, and Thomas has been instrumental on the defensive side of the ball. You look at her in the individual effort. Three-point shot from the Bearcats, in and out. Thomas gets the board. Looking for Vaifanua. They pick her up immediately now in the front court. They'll get the ball down low to Brown. Brown stumbles with it, turns the ball over. Now it's becoming comical. One-on-one. Imai. And again, no foul called. A lot of contact down low, but they let it go. Brown gets another rebound. Now Wells. Thomas doesn't shoot. Great drop pass over to Petrojetti. She misses. Brown the offensive board. She'll kick it back out. Thomas. Boom! The Lady Wolves up by 6. And again, they're rebounding. They are shredding teams right now. It's just extra effort, and they look to basically, when the ball goes up, they look to hit somebody. Bearcats turn the corner, and again, they've kind of had their points come in bunches. Gardner and Floyd now with mini runs on their own, and it's a 4-point game heading towards 2.5 minutes remaining here on Woo TV in the first half of action. Great backdoor from Wells, and the recognition there. The passing has been crisp. Unfortunately, they just have not been able to control the ball. Too many turnovers. Floyd loves to shoot, but Petrojetti out there. Petrojetti, a lot of length to it. About 5'10". Foul going to be called on the Wolves. Sienna Wells going to be called for her first foul. But she's a player I bet you can live with getting a lot of fouls because she is going to disrupt passes, tip them, steal them. Very impressive start to her early Wolves career. 4-point game. Wolves about 2.5 minutes ago led by 9. And the Bearcats have slowly chipped away. Sanders pull-up jumper. We're going to get a foul, an offensive foul called on the Bearcats. Bowling Schmidt, I believe. I saw 1-4 across there, but I don't even know if she's in the game. Daisy Bowling Schmidt was called for her second foul. 1:59 left here in the first half. And I love this split thing that they're doing with the offense between the two guards. Thomas, dribble drive, nice spin move, left hand, up and under, misses it. Brown coming over the top, and they'll whistle her for the offensive foul. But Brown does not like to give up on missed shots. Second that ball goes up, she is looking for a body, and she is great at getting her hands on the ball and controlling it. (31-22) a few minutes ago, now 38-34. Wolves on top of the Bearcats. Floyd wanted the ball, but again, the great communication of one-on-one defense, three-point shot, and step back. Bobby Jack, nice ball movement. Gets it out to Alexis Dockler, and she draws the Bearcats within 1. Vaifanua has it. She'll go down low to Brown in the mismatch, and she'll go up. And again, these are the easiest things to coach in the world. Spot the mismatch, deliver the ball, and again, looking for a three, the Bearcats miss it, and another rebound for the Wolves. 59.5 remaining. Brown now with an impressive 7 rebounds here in the first half. 40-37. Chance for a 2-for-1 opportunity here with a 30-second shot clock. Vaifanua goes in, up and under. She's tripped, and she will go to the free throw line. This was early in the first quarter that you saw the Wolves really attacking the left side of the Bearcat offense, and they were finding it easy to get downhill, get in the middle, and get those points in the paint. 10 of them, and 10 of the 22 that they scored in the first quarter. They put up 18, but they only lead by 3. Lead cut in half to 22-16 at the start of the quarter. Vaifanua hits the first of 2. She hits a pair, 42-37, 48 seconds remaining here in the first half. Baifanua already over her season average. Should have been an offensive foul, will be an offensive foul. Bearcats back-to-back moving picks. Asia Williams kind of held her ground and then held it some more. Sienna Wills now has it, and Wells and Baifanua is really a fun combo. Very different. Both got great moves, great handles, one left-handed, one right-handed. Wells the lefty with it now, still with a 5-second differential. Bearcats will get the last shot, a little fake, up and under, and Wells hits another one. 44-37, Wolves closing out the final minute in strong fashion. Straightaway three to end the half. It is off, but no, there's time. They get 6 seconds. Thomas to go across half court. She's looking for an open player. Wells fakes, now has a player down low. Baifanua up and under. She won't get the shot up in time, and it wouldn't have counted anyway. But heading in to halftime, the Wolves taking this exhibition very seriously, and they are up by 7, 44-37 over the visiting Bearcats. Second half action coming up here next on Woo TV. Willamette scores 16 in the first quarter, Wolves 22, and they match that in the second quarter to give them their total of 44. They gave up 21, and our score is 44-37. The opening possession will be with the Wolves, and it will be brought in by Sienna Wells, the new point forward or two guard for Coach Petros, and this offense that really showed some signs of being able to get good ball movement. Petrojetti started the game with a three-pointer. She scores 8 in the first half. Wells will reset, dribble drive. She kicks out. Nice fake up and under, and in rhythm, Petrojetti gets it and misses, but an offensive rebound and another second chance opportunity for the Wolves offense. Brown looking to be the first player to get into double digits, but she'll kick it out to Wells. Wells dribble drive up and under with the right hand, not the left hand, and it's an easy bucket. Now a 9-point lead, the second time in the first here in the second half. On their first 5 buckets of the game, the Wolves had 5 assists. They have really shared the ball well. Picking up the dribble, Bearcats in trouble. Should be a walk, and it will be the 7th turnover for the Bearcats. Gio Horner dragging her pivot foot. 56 seconds gone here in the third quarter, and the Wolves looking for their first double-digit lead of the game. Wells now with 6 points in the game after that easy layup. She'll drop it down. She gets it to Brown, and Brown is the first Wolf players to get to a double-digit number, now 10, and she is doing it so easily down low. 3-point retaliation from number 33. Elise Waldall just steps in rhythm. 8-point game, 48-40. Petrojetti looking for another 3, in and out. Bowling Schmidt with the rebound. In transition, Gardner now surveys, kicks out to the left. Imai has the ball. Vaifanua steps underneath that, gets there, and now the Wolves are really taking over on the boards. Imai steps in, another turnover for the Wolves. Now 2-on-1, make that an easy bucket for the Bearcats, and they have got to stop being so careless with the ball. The Wolves will send Salma Youngblood into the game. Long three-pointer there. Gardner with the rebound and now wants to get into transition, cut into this lead. Once was double digits, now down to 6. They've cut it down to 1 in the first half after being down by 9. Feisty bunch, the Willamette Bearcats right now. Stepping in rhythm, missed shot. They have been one and done to start this game. And a quick time out as there is a player hurt for the Wolves, and it does look like it is number 4. No, actually, it's number 1, and that is of concern. Sienna Wells. Don't know if she got her bell rung there. Definitely holding her face. Doesn't look like anything else. Now we'll keep it here. Looks like she's fine. 2 minutes and 30 seconds almost gone here. 48-42 if you're just joining us. Some things to talk about. Very interesting. And I purposely kind of left this to the second half. I mean, 24-25 is going to be a much different season than 23-24 for this ladies program. This ladies program last year, you know, it was last year's program. Now it's a new year, and right now there is a great deal of enthusiasm. One of the things I've noticed in the first eye test in their opening salvo is they seem to very much play for each other. They play very fast. They move the ball well. They have just been sloppy and careless, and I think that is something that Coach Petros will not take too kindly to. I found out some things about what they do in practice and what they don't do in practice, because I was making fun of their free throw shooting, which they're actually doing quite well tonight. She said this is not something that they practice. She believes that's something that they should do on their own time. Everything looks okay so far. Nothing to be concerned about, it looks like, with Sienna Wells now on the sidelines. She played a lot of that first half. In fact, she was on the floor 18 minutes of it. She already has a bucket here to start the half. Natalie Brown heading towards the bench to talk to Coach Petros. You can tell Brown is a leader by example. She is very, very fun to watch. Going to have a double-double the night before this one is over, and I think that will be 3 out of 4 games for number 14, and that is an impressive start to any season. Natalie Brown from Spokane, Washington, Central Valley High School and Edmonds Community College. Youngblood is in the game, taking the place of Sienna Wells, who looks like she might have taken just a quick hit to the head. 6-point game here. Has ballooned to as many as double digits early here in the second half. And there is no foul. It was actually an official's timeout. They wanted to make sure that, nothing, I guess we could use the word nefarious or egregious happened, but there is no foul on the play.
This Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m., the Wolves will host Academy of Art. You can get your ticket.
The Academy of Art comes in here for the home opener for the men's basketball team at 2 p.m. here at the new PE building. I will be back here for Woo TV. Had a chance to go see him down the road at my alma mater at Oregon State. What a fun environment. Want to thank everybody on the coaching staff and the players. Kind of for a peek behind the curtain, it was very fun. I actually, in my years of going to college there, I never got to go be in the visitors' locker room, so it was a fun night. A lot to be learned for the Wolves team. I think they're going to be a fun brand of basketball. They look like they are crazy athletic and a lot of team speed. They're not going to be the biggest team, but I think they're going to be able to be conditioned well enough to maybe run some teams out of that GNAC conference if they can control the rebounding and take care of the basketball. And right now, other news around the athletic department. Apparently, in the third year of existence, the men's soccer team has moved on to the second round in a 2-0 win. They were playing down in Colorado. I believe they'll be playing the host school in the semifinals on Saturday, but they get goals in the 80th and 83rd minute, and they are marching on in elimination play on to the next round on Saturday, I believe in Pueblo, Colorado. Salma Youngblood in the game. Got about 7 minutes of action in the first half. She'll check it in. Tavai Fanua. Again, there is such intrigue about number 13 and how she plays. Nice pass trying from Youngblood. Tao gets it. Steps back, feathery little touch, looking for the bounce, doesn't get it. Defensive board by Imai, gets to Gardner. Gardner puts up the fist, calls the play. And every time the Wolves have tried to extend the lead, could be a double dribble, not going to be there. Brown playing great defense, not reaching in. Kick out, open shot for the Bearcats. They miss it. Vaifanua has it. Gets to the middle of the court. She spots Petrojetti, doesn't go. Youngblood was on the left side, was looking for maybe a trailer and a three-point shot. Petrojetti reaches out, gets a little bit of screen and help. She'll turn the corner, up and under. She misses. Tao gets the second chance opportunity. She'll go up, she misses it. Thought maybe there was going to be a foul on that play, but there isn't. Now they're letting him play. Maya Sanders hands to Gardner. Love the forwards right now for the Wolves and their defense. Always have their hands out. I walked into this practice on the final home game for football this year, and I could tell the intensity with which they were practicing with. You can see it on the court here in the second half. Their attention to defense and their assignments is right there. Tao able to corral it, goes up, misses it, doesn't get called over the back. She has the 3 fouls, goes up, misses again. Trying to get another second chance opportunity, but Tao cannot convert. Wolves stuck in neutral, leading by 6. Heading towards the midway point here in the third quarter. And the Bearcats are stubborn. Gotta give Waddle some credit. Waldall just turns the corner, goes up left hand, uses the easy kiss off the glass. Vaifanua is now trying to settle everything down. Tao seals off Bowling Schmidt. We're going to get a traveling call. This turnover thing is, again, I said it's borderlining on the comical. Kind of hard for me to really piece it all together, but I think they have more turnovers than they have assists at this point. Good man-to-man concept here from the Wolves defense, but the Bearcats step back, and can you believe it right now? It is a 1-point game. They have shaved 9 points off that 10-point lead. Bucket goes to Maya Sanders, and there's not a player on that Bearcats team that's not afraid to shoot. And this is the third time I've seen Edith Vaifanua go into the middle. Has great body control. Second player in double digits for this Wolves offense, leading by 3 at 50-47. Brown fights over the screen. I think she's going to get whistled for the foul. I wouldn't be surprised if I would have not seen Waldo actually kind of grab her arm and hold her there, but the foul will go against Brown. That's kind of a big foul, actually. Wells checks back in, good to see. New's going to check back in, but we're going to take a quick timeout here with the Wolves on top, 50-47. It's an officials timeout here on Woo TV. The third quarter, 4:39 remaining. Wolves led by as many as 11 just a moment ago. The Bearcats cut it down to a single point, but heading to the bench with 4 fouls, Natalie Brown. 10 points and 7 rebounds. Now going to be relegated to the bench as the turnovers just mount and mount and mount. A 1-point game again. Wolves now 13 turnovers to 10 assists. Wells now at the point. Vaifanua, little drop back, gets it out, has an open player in New. Great assist coming again from the point guard. Her numbers are going to be impressive this season. Her 7th assist on the evening, as Wells, again with her long arms, distracts the Bearcats, and they are able to turn the ball right back over, as Alexis Dockler could not get to that ball. Selai New with that bucket on the previous possession. They will get it down to Tao. Again, Petrojetti tries to go up and under. She doesn't get Bowling Schmidt to bite. Imai now going into the front court. Keeps her dribble, kicks it back out, and the Bearcats have lived and died by that 3 in this game. And right now, it doesn't go down, and the ball goes out of bounds. Bummer for the Wolves as they were looking to go into transition and see if they could get something started, leading by 3. Led by 11 early on here at the 8:53 mark, but since then, Bearcats have been stubborn and have stuck around. Willamette did win their first game last Saturday, beating Laverne 87-83. 25 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists came from Caitlin Imai, number 11 for the Bearcats. Pressure being ratcheted up by the Wolves, but a 3-point shot by the Bearcats, and this game is tied again. Third time it's been tied. If you count zeros, make it 4. Thomas will be checking in, but right now, Bearcats giving the Wolves everything they can handle. Kick out 3 up. It is long, but another offensive rebound from Selai New. Elise Waddall will be whistled for her 3rd foul. Thomas will come in for New. Bowling Schmidt will come back in, and Waldall with her 3 fouls head to the bench for the Bearcats. 20 on the shot clock as it's reset. Petrojetti comes off the screen. She's picked up by Imai. Goes down low to Tau. Ball fake, goes up and under. Great soft touch. When the Wolves score in the middle, it makes it look a lot easier. Great play call right there from the sideline. Wolves now out in front by 2 again. Wolves going through the progression. Long 3 and in rhythm. Can you believe this? The Bearcats have come all the way back from down 11. Have outscored the Wolves by 12 points since the 8:53 mark and lead by 1. Thomas open 3. Good release and rotation and splash. Back and forth we go. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. What a response. Maya India Thomas plays both ways really well. And we're tied again as instant offense comes again in the form of Emily Floyd. She had an 8-0 run in that first half. And we're tied up at 57, heading towards a minute and a half. Thomas coming off the 3, now goes dribble drive. Goes down low, Tau, look at that. Self-control, and that right hand doesn't push off with the left. And the scoring has really, really gone up here in this quarter. Bearcats like to love this little weave up top, and they're always looking for the 3. Bowling Schmidt gets the pick, going downhill, up and under, just misses. Tau doesn't even really need to box out. Now it's Vaifanua. It won't stop the ball. She goes up strong, and she misses it on the right side. Was trying to buy a little bit of contact, but they let him play. Oh, no. And that's that youth and inexperience sometimes. It will come back. You know, those are the lessons you will learn when you are playing in front of your home crowd for the first time. Enid Vaifanua is just a junior here, but from St. George, Utah. Home of where my mom was born. Excellent. Tau heads to the bench after playing some really good minutes down on the block, taking over for Natalie Brown, who has 3 fouls. Free throw is good by Dockler. Again, getting extended time coming off of the Bearcats bench. She's going to get 3, and she's made 2 of the 3. This free throw is good. It'll be their second lead after trailing by 11 early in the second half. Well done by the Bearcats. Storming back. Dockler's 3 free throws give them their second 1-point lead here. Late in the third quarter, Thomas already with a 3 in the quarter, hands it off to Brown. Now Brown goes to Petrojetti. Petrojetti's been quiet, hasn't scored, now wants the body in the contact, but the aggression is coming out, and the Bearcats are looking for more. Burying the 3 in transition, and a demonstrative response from the bench and their players as Emma Floyd again comes alive like she did in the second quarter. Great pass down to Brown. Uses the glass, can't get it. She almost got the over-the-back call. And amazingly enough, it's a 15-point turnaround in less than 9 minutes. And here we go again. Now Imai gets the offensive rebound, kicks it back out for 3. An unbelievable run to end this quarter. 66-59, and the Wolves trail by 7 to a team that they have not lost to in 18 years. The fourth quarter begins next here on Woo TV. PE building and the start of the fourth quarter. Let me regale you with a little story I told once about a game I called here, and it was West Piper's men's team, and I watched them get outscored, I believe, 29-0, and then I was talking with Coach Chauncey Billups of the Blazers. He said, yeah, there was a guy once, he scored 25 consecutive points against us, talking about LeBron James. But I will tell you, that was a rough third quarter for the Wolves as they trail now by 7. And it is the largest lead for the Bearcats, who had not led until this point in the third quarter, and they go on a masterful run. At the 48-37 mark in the third quarter is now they are up 9, and Imai is hot, and this team cannot miss. It is a 9-point lead. It was 48-37, just under 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. The final score of the third quarter was 66-59. It was a 29-11 run that has now turned into a 31-11 run as we're 45 seconds deep into the fourth quarter. Thomas step back in rhythm, hits the shot, nice response. Finds her spot, gets in rhythm, and stops the bleeding as the Wolves are down by 7. And Floyd is on a heat check, she misses it. Brown boxes out smartly enough, last touch by the Bearcats. But nothing to lose if you're Willamette, and you haven't won since 2006 in this series. So it's house money at this point. It was December 8th, 2006. Teams didn't play between 13 and 20. Don't know the reason for that. Wells got injured in the third quarter, has come back in. Thomas now has it after the jumper. Picks up her dribble down low to Brown. Brown holds her pivot foot. They're gonna get her for the travel, and this turnover thing, again, in comparison to when they are able to move the ball, they are able to get tons of points in the paint. 34 of their 61, over half of their points come in the paint. Imai should have got called for the carry, doesn't have it, 7-point lead. The Bearcats have been up by as much as 9 early here in the fourth quarter. Imai, step back, misses it. Controlled by Wells, the lefty now into the front court, finds Thomas. Stop, pop, 3! You betcha! Big 2-3 now, it's a 4-point game, and Thomas is having herself one heck of a debut also in this building. Maya India Thomas is feeling good. 8-17, it was a 9-point lead just moments ago. But Thomas with a nice little jumper on the right line, foul extended, and then a wonderful 3 in transition draws the Wolves now within 4 at 68-64. Coach Petros has a lot on her plate right now. Again, I asked how many people were gonna play tonight. She said that they suited 8, so we'll do the quick count. How many people have played? We'll go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means all that are available have played. Couple of injuries out there and a little bit of sickness that can be imagined when you are in the early to late fall and winter months coming up. Tao is going to check back in for the Wolves. Again, if you're getting used to this team, imagine what it's like for them getting used to each other as they're in this timeout. They didn't seem too concerned when they went to the bench going between the quarters, but I can tell you right now, there's a lot of belief on the opposing team's bench right now. And the Willamette Bearcats really don't care about the nonsense about we don't win in this series. Like again, one-sided, 32-5. This is their 38th meeting. Largest lead for the Wolves was early in the third quarter. It was 11. Largest lead, and it was now here for Willamette. .38 seconds in, they were up by 9 in this quarter. Wolves have cut it back down to 4. It's 8 minutes and 17 seconds of basketball that has become competitive. And I think in most part, to a lack of concentration from the Lady Wolves and their offense. They have not taken care of the ball. And now the whistle kind of turning against them, as it looks like Vaifanua couldn't get over the screen. They thought they would get another moving screen on the Bearcats. Vaifanua now with 3 fouls. Again, there is a bevy of shooters on this Bearcats team, and they are not afraid at all of that 3-point line. Wells trails on the play. They'll kick back out. Start over. 4 on the shot clock. Fanua trying not to pick up the 4th. Doesn't get it. Wells comes out with the rebound. Leads the Wolves in transition. Looking cross court. Stop, pop from the top. Gets the kind bounce. And it's a 1-point game. Big time run from the Lady Wolves. A lot of fight right now. Clean it up on the offensive side of the ball and stay where you're at with the rebounding. And this is going to get right back into the favor of the Wolves, but they have been in a tussle now for the last 15 minutes with a team that will not go away as we go back and forth, and the bucket scored easily by Dockler. Alexis Dockler, easy bucket now. 5 of 8 on the evening. Petrojetti, quiet, cannot get anything going, but looking for some whistle, picks up her dribble. Youngblood has it. Wells resets on the far side. Youngblood gets it, baseline jumper. Looks good, is good. Salma Youngblood draws the Wolves within 1, under 7 minutes. Problem right now with this Bearcats offense is they have everybody feeling good. They're getting layups and they're getting 3-point shots. Bowling Schmidt uses her pivot. They don't call the travel. It looked like 1, maybe 3 in the key. No reach in there on Youngblood after that jumper. Now 8 seconds on the shot clock. Nowhere to go. Nice backdoor cut. And the buckets just seem to be getting easier and easier for Dockler. Wanting the travel, but they don't get it. Alexis Dockler coming up with 2 easy buckets. Down Broadway. Again, Willamette up by 3. Fanua wants the foul. Coach Petros not happy right now with the whistle. Again, when Willamette was the aggressor, they got a fair amount of calls. Right now, the Wolves are the aggressor, and because they're trailing, but they are not getting the benefit of the whistle. This is going to come down strictly to possession, I think, and that means no more turnovers. Unbelievable. Tau boxes out. Great job there on Bowling Schmidt. Can't believe the layup doesn't go in. Cross court pass, 3-pointer up. It is off. Goes to Youngblood. They're going to get a foul on Willamette, and I'm glad they called that because I think if that play goes 1 second longer, Youngblood's going to get whistled for the hook, and they're going to call a foul right there. Natalie Brown in, Tau out. Emma Floyd heads to the bench. Gardner back in. Tau heads to the bench with her 12 points. Tied for team high honors with Thomas. Had a big second half. Far side, Wells resets. Fanua calls out the play. Petrojetti, right line extended. Youngblood wants to set the screen, goes back out to Brown. Looking for Wells. They get Fanua open. 6 on the shot clock. Trying to dribble through everybody. Don't know the possession arrow. We're about ready to find out. Luckily enough, the ball will stay here. I believe they also get a reset. Or does it say 4 on the shot clock? No, it's 4 on the shot clock. Everybody needs to communicate 4 on the shot clock. And again, Wolves at 1 point, up by 11 now, trail by 3. 1 second goes off. Waldall comes in with their 3 fouls, reaches over Brown and her 3 fouls. Now it's another inbounds, but only 3 seconds remain on this shot clock. Brown sets the pick. Petrojetti step back 3. Misses everything, and it will be a change of possession again. This has just gotten to the point where they're doing it to themselves. I don't give the Bearcats all that much credit. I just think lack of focus right now. Early on in this fourth quarter, the Bearcats have been up by 9. Wolves have been chipping away. They've only scored 25 points here in the second half. Up and under. Missed left-hander from the Bearcats. Wolves clean up the glass. Fanua down to Brown. Brown could have got Youngblood, but she'll go up with the left hand, miss it. Youngblood tries to get another opportunity. And again, fighting for the ball, Bella Petrojetti. And again, what I'm loving right now is really second and third effort from this team. They can't get anything to go their way. And again, their biggest concern is, can they maintain possession? Sayana Wells throws it out. Vifanua gets it to Petrojetti, straight away three, needs it, doesn't get it. Bearcats got it. Petros coaching staff imploring Petrojetti to keep shooting. She can get hot. Like I said, already has a game with over 30. Step back three for the Bearcats and one for Waldall, makes it a 6-point game. And the look on Coach Petros's face tells a whole story and 1,000 words. Disgust, I would say, is what it feels like now. Brown into the corner, deep three from the Wolves. Oh, Petrojetti sneaks in the side door and it cuts the lead in half. For what people are here, they have seen entertaining basketball. Waldall step in, misses it. Vifanua now trying to go into transition, trying to get the Bearcats on their heels. Step into the half court, under 3.5. Trailing by 3, picked by Brown. Back out, 3 again. Bank's not open, Bearcats get it, they want to go in transition, and they slow everything down. And you can feel the legs getting heavier and heavier. 3 in transition, and the kind bounce for the Bearcats as Imai hits, and their contingent is going crazy. 78-72. Wells now being given the right side. Petrojetti steps back, looking for somebody to cut. She'll spin herself, go up and under. 5 points right now, and a quick timeout called by Coach Petros. We'll keep it right here. 4-point game. Well, they made it full, so we'll step away. All the exciting action coming up here in a 4-point game on Woo TV. In a very, very interesting game. 18 years ago in December was the last time that Willamette found a way to beat the Wolves, and they've got a 4-point lead. But right now, the last 5 points have been scored by Petrojetti. 5 of 16 on the night. She started off with that 3-pointer for the Wolves, been 3 of 8 from beyond the line. But Enid Vifanua, what a game for her. 10 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. Triple-double watch is on. Dribbling the ball up for the Bearcats to start the offense. Wells picks up the point guard. Screen set, and again, kick out to the corner, open 3-point shot. It's short. Petrojetti with the rebound. Vifanua looking for the call between the legs. They're looking for Brown to set the pick. A double pick, and going all the way to the middle, and Strong can't finish, but a great take from Enid Vifanua. She is a bundle of energy. I can imagine she does not like to come out of the game. Maya India Thomas talking with Coach Petros right now, and she's been instrumental in the second half. Youngblood going to check back in right now as well. Thomas will go to the bench. They'll use Youngblood and her length here on the defensive side. Vifanua hits the front end. 3 for 3 in the game. 11 points. 12 points on the 2 free throws. Makes it a 2-point game. Coming back in. Gio Horner comes back in. Full court pressure, first time being shown by the Wolves. Just trying to take some sort of rhythm out of this offense. They have been lethal from behind the line, and they have been able to turn the corner several times and get easy buckets down low. Impressive comeback, down by 11, is led by as many as 9, lead by 2. Wells with the defense on Imai, step back 3 from the guard. It's in, it's out. Brown does not get called for the foul, but possession will stay with the Bearcats, leading by 2. Waldall running to the scorer's table, gets Horner out of the game. 20 goes back on the shot clock. Winning time for the Wolves right now. Oh no, Brown looking the other way, gets away with one as Bowling Schmidt misses the easy bunny. Brown now with a rhythm shot from the right side, misses. Youngblood cannot get it away from Waldall. Imai coming in, looking for the pick. She'll go off to the right and in complete control. Imai goes in and gets the bucket. Brown offensive rebound on what looked to be a foul. 1 minute and 20 seconds, 80-78. Willamette trying to get their first win in a minute. Unreal. Elise Waldall makes it a 2-possession game. A minute to go. Into the corner, Petrojetti. She's wide open. She answers it. Wow. Petrojetti averaging 18 on the season. That was her 15th, 16th, 17th point. I think it was actually 16. That was her 16th point, making it a 2-point game. 1:01 on the clock, and this has just turned into an old-fashioned shootout. What are you going to say in this timeout if you're Coach Morrow and Coach Petros? I mean, it feels like anything that the Bearcats throw at that rim right now is going in. And at least Waldall, I mean, no conscience. Playing in 16 minutes of action. She's just been everywhere, and she gets a huge 3-pointer. Don't think anybody expected that Alexis Dockler was going to be the leading scorer with her 21 in the game. But Waldall with 3 fouls has just been huge, and she's been great in facilitating the offense, setting the screens or dropping the pass, getting the assist for easy buckets. Petrojetti, again, huge 3-point shot just a minute ago, and the timeout called immediately. Imai's come alive here in the 4th quarter. Picked up by Vaifanua. Wells, again, I think is going to be a defensive star at this school. Dockler, and her leading scoring 21 points, gives it off to Imai. Again, Imai scored 25 points a week ago. She turns the corner. Youngblood hits her with the body and the continuation, and will go to the free throw line. It'll make it a 4-point game, and with the conversion, it would be a 5-point game with 38.3 seconds. Kaylin Imai has really stepped her game up. Timeout's going to be called. There's nowhere to go. I mean, we know what's happening. 5-point lead, and again, these are the fun moments, and this is what practice is really all about. Amazingly, the Wolves have only turned the ball over 2 times in the second half, but it just seems they've been in complete disarray. Really don't know what to make of this. Down by 5. Again, it's a really strange turn. I mean, games have tale of 2 halves. It's really been a tale of about a 10-minute stretch where literally the Bearcats, everything that they put into the game, every substitution, every little idea and tweak, they got it. Brown has it. Hands it off. Vaifanua goes up, finally gets hit, finally gets the foul. One of the things you'll see in most basketball teams is they will at some point identify themselves by their coach. And again, the way that they out-rebound teams, the way that they hit to go after it. Thomas is going to go out. Petrojetti is going to come out. Youngblood comes out, but what a great play there from Enid Vaifanua. She is on fire and red hot. Looking for her 17th point, looking to go 5 for 5. She hits it. It's a 2-point game and only shaved 4.8 seconds. There's no reason to go anywhere. We're going to stick this one out. Even more impressive. You know how much time Vaifanua has been off the court? About a minute and a half. Has played 38 minutes of this game. 4 of 4 from the line. 5 of 10 from the field. 8 rebounds, 9 assists. We are still on the triple-double watch. And that's awesome. I mean, very hard to do at any level. Petrojetti coming back alive here in the fourth quarter. Huge bucket a moment ago from the corner, but right now have to watch Elise Waldall, number 33, only player with 4 fouls for the Bearcats. Two-point game coming into the quarter. 66-59. Hold on one second. What we got, JD?
Official game clock review.
Now we got a little game clock review. Hopefully, in this situation, you want the time to go back on if you're the home team. Bearcats would just hope that they can warm up the bus and take the short ride back through West Salem to beautiful downtown and the capital area and get back on campus where they win. But there are 33.6 seconds that will determine that at this point. Wolves have just crazy good. Half of their points coming in the paint. 42 of their 84. Second chance points were big in the first half. Only got 6, but they have 18 overall. Bench has just been rowdy for the Bearcats. 44 of their 86. 33 coming for the Wolves. 26 total turnovers. Again, Wolves have only turned it over twice here in the second half, but they just have had that 10-minute stretch between the third and fourth quarter where everything just looked disjointed. They'll add, it looks to be 0.4 of a second. So 34 even. Full shot clock for the visiting Bearcats, up by 2. Vaifanua, Wells picks up. Top of the key. Oh, stepping in is Brown. Big turnover. 1 on none. She'll score the bucket, and now it is tied at 86. A bad pass telegraphed out in the lane, and it was easy pickings for Natalie Brown. Not getting it down, done low, but in the wide open, taking it 1 on none, straight to the glass and tying the game up with 23.9 seconds. Well, this is any indication to what kind of things are going to happen in the new PE building. I want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight on Woo TV. We're going to be back at 2 p.m. Academy of Art coming in to play the men, and right now, this is got all the makings of this is not close to being over. Very entertaining game. Out of the timeout, Bearcats. Live ball turnover. Brown taking it all on her own. Brown now with 14 points and I believe a rebound short of her third double-double. Vaifanua, Wells right out there. And again, I love the aggression at the point in the beginning of their offense. Point of attack, they are there. Youngblood, Imai gets her off kilter. No 3 there because Wells closes it off. Now a kick out. Youngblood defends. Imai has it. I don't know what's going on. The clock is not there. Ball goes in, and if it gets up, it's good. It would be game. And I believe that Imai, Caitlin Imai, Can't tell. They are going to have to review this because the shot clock went off, but there was still time left in the game. The men's basketball team seems to indicate that the upset has occurred. There is an utter sense of disbelief as the ladies walk off the court. What a strange way if they lose this game when your calling card and bread and butter is defensive rebounding and rebounding, period. As it stands now, the officials call it good on the court. 89-86, there will be no time left as Caitlin Imai, 7 of 12 in the game, will have scored 20 points and would join Dockler as the second Bearcats player with 20 points. I don't think it's going to take very long. I think this is going to end up being good. They will confer. It is good. And the Bearcats have come in and absolutely stolen a victory. Complete thievery, down by 11, 1 minute into the third quarter. Storm all the way back to come on the road and to win for the first time since 2006 against the Wolves. A stinging defeat, an exhibition for the Bearcats. This goes on the official record for the Wolves, 2-2. Unbelievable. I will be back here next month for a couple of calls. Until then, on behalf of everybody, what an amazing game, but not the outcome you were looking for. Wolves get stunned by 3, 89-86 on a Caitlin Imai buzzer as time expires and get the victory. We'll be back here Saturday at 2 p.m. Men's basketball is on the docket. On behalf of everybody at Woo TV, thank you to everybody for your contributions. Camera people, technical director, Deborah Zell, heal up soon. We'll see you all on Saturday. Have a great night and be well.